I mean, all of them I could have been all in and like just cleaned up the table.
God, I really hope it's true. It's just, yeah, I don't care if I lost money to this con. It's just.
I'm like the banker. Like every part I have to play, right? I mean, test the best hand. Obviously, right? It's normal. Someone has to test the hand. It's like the banker, you know, in a casino you have the banker, like someone takes you. Spins it. That's a nice flop. Probably if you raise, you're gonna get me off this one. But you have to have the heart to raise it and raise it big. Don't just call. Nah, calling is stupid. Calling, you might force me to check. Now it's a good time to move all in. It's cool to move all in, and if I don't have it, I'm going to fold.
Man, Tony G
And
just
if I have it, I'm going to
keeps
think
hitting.
because I'm so bad. I might hit the river though. No, he's got a big hand here. I'm stuffed.
He's got pocket aces.
I know I can't win. Bring a scary card. Bring like a 5 of hearts, 6 of hearts, 7 of hearts. Bring a scary card. Hearts. Heart. All in.
Call.
4.
You have a 4?
Of course.
You have a 4?
I have a 4. I'm the best. What do you think I play with? Give me the money.
With 26 big blinds, over 750,000. So, you know, a lot of these stacks might be looking and assume that either Davies or Putra would be very likely to go out, or let's say you even counted them out, which you can never count anybody out. But
and
that's
Putra
still
just
only
doubled.
Yeah, that still only gets us to 11. So, you know, with the 9 players getting paid, there's still quite a bit of play in order to, you know, make that bubble and lock up that, you know, almost 200,000.
Mike Watson, the overall chip leader, is going to flat the open from Moulder, who has aces with his 8s. And now Dvoress on the button with this king-jack suited, surveying the scene.
Yeah,
Tempting
and he has like 30 blinds. I mean, he could be thinking here of, I mean, he's not folding. He's thinking of flatting, and he could, yes, jam. And
that is music to Moulder's ears.
He's...
Oh, and Kuhn, what a disappointment there. Would have loved to have played the Jack-10 suited. Instead, now Moulder is going to do everything he can to make it look like there's a decision here.
Yes, just in case Watson has a hand good enough to overcall behind, which we can see he doesn't. But yeah, it's perfectly reasonable at this point to think and take an amount of time to measure it with, you know, a hand that would be more difficult in this spot to make a decision with.
Is it a little unfortunate that Watson chose to flat with his 2 8s in terms of Dvoress then being tempted by the option to squeeze?
Yeah, I think the flat there made it more likely that Dvoress would jam than, you know, had there been a 3-bet. But I think flatting 8s is perfectly reasonable. Oh, wow.
Look at this flop. Top set against a royal flush draw. The turn is clean for the aces, but they're not out of the woods yet.
Oh,
and
my.
a diamond on the river. Moulder is going to get a big bite taken out of his stack.
Jack 10 of hearts. I thought you were none for
995, right?
Injustice.
Or no, a million and 5.
Should be 1,000,005.
Yeah.
And you see in some of these like 30 big blind spots, there's some of these suited Broadway hand.
So we got a straddle from Leon, a raise from Wayne, Jungle Man, Triton. Smooth calls pocket 8s, and Puna Punsri wakes up with pocket aces. 54,000. Playing some deep stacks.
Paul, I'm going tomorrow. 12. 2 o'clock. Probably won't see you.
Dan will be calling with
Thank
two
you very
eights.
much for the invitation.
Good night, Paul.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Good night, Paul.
No.
8.
Again.
And we just flopped quad eights.
That's the 8 night. Date with an 8.
Any getting better?
Triton co-founder Paul is going to step away to let another player come in.
44.
And this is just disaster for Punat Punsri. And they're playing. He started this hand for at least 400k.
Hello.
Hello. There's Santosh Suvana taking Paul's spot. Dan with the slow play. And that is an ace on the turn, and there is no way Punat Punsri has a chance to get away now. He's got top boat.
Check. Let's try.
He thinks he's trapping.
Great game.
Dan Cates is going to bet his quad eights, it seems. Reaching for chips. Wants to bet the turn to increase the likelihood of getting all the chips in by the river. Puts roughly a third pot bet in there. Smaller bet designed to, of course, get the ace to call as well as those jacks, queens, and kings. And that Punat Punsri is just loving this, but he's actually only got one out to come back. Trying to feign weakness. $367,000 in the middle. Backdoor flush does get there, but doesn't matter given their holdings. Dan Case, quick peek at his cards. Still got quad eights. Absolutely sick hand. Is gonna push it all in, and Punat Punsri are gonna get the bad news. Shows his aces.
Oh my god. Wow. Leon. Leon. Not full. Leon. Yikes. Leon. Huh?
Wow, and fresh off of losing a big pot. Oh, now I can't find Nano. He just loves it. He does. I'll tell you who else who loves it.
I think I'm looking.
Elton Sang with 2 black aces. Ivan Liao with the king queen suited.
Aces every hand here. And now Tom has the decision about whether or not he wants to gamble. 9-8 off feels a little dicey. I think most probably pass. I mean, he does have the 20K in there already. Thing is, I think it's a spot where also it's like there's 100K overs on the side. Maybe if they both had 177, you do it. But this is pretty gambly. I also think Elton can have some hands that you don't love seeing here, such as like Jack 10.
Gamble, gamble.
But he does it.
Gamble, gamble announced.
He does it. And we can see Elton with the nearly 50% equity 3-ways and higher than that on the side pot.
I
There's
don't know,
a
Brian.
190 something K side pot. What, Henry?
I don't know, just call me crazy, but the 980 in there. It's a bit dicey.
He just feels like gambling, clearly. Oh.
Again, of course.
How about that for a flop, middle pair,
And now
open-ender?
Elton, like, obviously, Tom comes in with the hand everybody else folds and just smashes me out.
Just eliminates 2 players. Jack of clubs on the river and Tom Dwan up to over $1 million in chips. Is any of that just future action EV, Brian, or?